Welcome to our Wednesday afternoon class. Today we're working on ear training worksheet number 12. So make sure your name is at the top of the paper and make sure that you have the date, October 29th, 2025. That's 10/29/25. Today, the first two sections, similar to last week, we'll be reviewing how to write certain rhythms. We're reviewing quarter notes today, but we're also going to be reviewing how to write eighth notes. And I'm not sure that everybody has been able to write eighth notes yet, but I know you're familiar with what they look like. So part one and part two, I'm just going to kind of group them together. Both of them are asking you to write four quarter notes for the part one, four quarter notes with their stems up, four quarter notes with your stems down. That's part one. Part two is the same thing, but with eighth notes. Just make sure that with the eighth notes, the stem goes up for the first four and then down for the other four. And pay attention to your directions. Your flag should always be to the right when you're writing your eighth notes. So I'm going to go ahead and ask the sub to pause right here, and then we'll come back for part three. All right, we're moving on to part three now. Part three is our transcribing portion of this worksheet. The reason why we do parts one and two is just to make sure that you have success with writing your notes in part three. There's only 4 questions today. We're only using quarter notes and eighth notes, so that does simplify some things. And I'll give you some advice. I'm going to play each of these 3 different times. And for your first time, I recommend, instead of worrying about trying to write every single note, maybe write some dots on the paper to represent how many different rhythms you heard. For instance, let's say this is really basic. This is not going to be the one that you have, but let's say I play this. Okay, I hear 4 different sounds, so I might just put a little tap of lead on the paper, write just a little dot for each one of those sounds. So maybe if it was a sound like this, I would think I might even just scratch out little dots on the paper for my very first listening, just to give me an idea of how many sounds do I need to account for. And then on your second and third times, you can actually go in and make sure you write the correct rhythm. So that's just an idea. You can take it or leave it, but I've actually done that before when I've done transcribing like this. So let's start with number 1. I'm going to play this 3 times. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, here's your second playthrough for number 1. 1, 2, ready, go. Last time for number 1, and I'll do this one a little bit slower just so that you can double check your work. 1, 2, ready, go. Here's number 2. Finish what you need to finish for number 1 real quick. And here's number 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Number 2 again. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, last time, number 2. I'll go back up to tempo. 1, 2, ready, go. You want to make sure that you can count that rhythm at multiple speeds. Okay, we're going to move on to number 3 now. At the faster speed for number 3. 1, 2, ready, go. Number 3 again. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, here's your last time on number 3, and I will slow this one down again. 1, 2, ready, go. And on to number 4 now. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Here's your second playthrough. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, here's your last playthrough of number 4. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, let's backtrack just for a second. Let's go to number 2, and let's double check our work to see if we get this correct. I don't remember what chord I played, but I'm going to go ahead and guess here. Here's number 2. 1, 2, ready, go. So tell me, what's your first rhythm in that measure? Should be a quarter note, and then you should have how many eighth notes? You should have 4 eighth notes, and then you should have one last quarter note. So the whole measure should be 1 quarter note, 4 eighth notes, 1 quarter note. Now, the information for writing your eighth notes only gave you flags, so you can choose to do flags if you haven't already done so. But you can also, if you know how to beam correctly, which is you beam 2 notes at least at a time, really don't do more than that for right now for the sake of clarity. You could beam your eighth notes together. But if you did all flags, that's fine for today, because that's all that part 2 really introduced to you. So that's it for today's worksheet. Make sure your name's at the top of the paper. Make sure you have the date. Again, the date is October 29th. That's 10/29/25. And you can go ahead and turn that into your bottom bin, start your student leader rehearsal, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.